I need every Gun Freak Nation member and anybody that watches this video in the metropolitan Detroit area. I need y'all to be on the lookout or just be safe and be aware of your surroundings. We had another killing today, y'all. Um, a woman lost her life. You know, a man went into uh, what's the hospital? Henry Ford Hospital today, early this morning, and unalived his ex-wife. Make it make sense. I be telling you women, listen, please, listen, when y'all dealing with a situation where you dealing with an ex or somebody you've been dating and you realize that they crazy, get armed. Don't get get a restraining order because that's going to back you up. Get a restraining order. Get a restraining order. But most importantly, get a gun. Now, I woke up to this, what up, text me. My sister text me. And it broke my heart because I have went to that hospital several times over the years. Many, many times. And it's right next door to the police station. So this guy was this desperate or had this much hatred towards his ex-wife that this hospital literally is right next door to, I think it's the 3rd precinct. It's the gun desk. I was just there Monday. I went there Monday. Was it Monday? I went there recently to get a gun out of my name that I sold, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. Women, please get armed. Get armed. It's something that I want to show you right here. I'm gonna wait till my neighbor. They got that Challenger, man. You know them Challengers be loud as hell. Matter of fact, let me close my door so y'all can hear it. Y'all need to hear this. Move out the way. Move out the way. Move out the way. Get. Women, please get armed.
Now we want to turn our focus to the victim.
That's the victim right there. That's the victim. That's the victim right there.
And now we want to turn our focus to the victim. As you can imagine, Patricia Green's family, friends, and coworkers are simply devastated. The family sharing photos with us tonight.
Our team coverage continues now with 7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alsanaina live with more from employees who hid in fear and coworkers who say they'll never forget their friend. Ruta.
Yeah, you guys, clearly just an emotional day for those that knew and loved Patricia Green, but also for the employees that were inside the hospital when those shots rang out, who had to run, hide, and pray that they weren't next.
It was horrible. It was the most horrible feeling because when you're in a room and they tell you can't leave and it's somebody shooting, you just don't know. And your life just starts flashing, in front of your eyes.
To say Tashina Stevens was shaken up after the deadly shooting inside her workplace Friday morning would be an understatement. Was your shift already over, or are you leaving early?
I'm leaving early. I need to get out of here. No, this scared me too bad. It just traumatized me too much. No.
53-year-old Mario Green allegedly shot and killed his ex-wife.
Okay, this guy right here. Anybody in the metropolitan Detroit area run across this guy or anybody that looked like this man here, don't confront him. He's armed and he's dangerous. He's on the run. He's on the loose. He hasn't been arrested yet. He hasn't been captured yet. Take a good look at his face. Take a good look at his ugly ass face. Whatever your ex-wife did to you, she did not deserve to be killed by you. She did not deserve it. Now you don't threw your life away. You have took her life. And now you don't threw yours away because you're going to get life in prison for this. You're going to get life in prison for this. But this is the suspect. This is the guy, her ex-husband right here.
In the basement of Henry Ford Hospital, Tashina Stevens was shaken up after the deadly shooting inside her workplace Friday morning would be An understatement. With your shift already over, are you leaving early?
I'm leaving early. I need to get out of here. No, this scared me too bad. It just traumatized me too much. No.
53-year-old Mario Green allegedly shot and killed his ex-wife in the basement of Henry Ford Hospital just off West Grand Boulevard before taking off. Latricia worked at the hospital and was on shift that day. Those that knew and worked side by side with her are absolutely
I wish she would have been armed, man. I wish she would have been armed.
She focused on getting money and taking care of her family. Lord Jesus Christ, she was an amazing person.
Henry Ford Hospital was on lockdown.
And I bet you she was an amazing person.
Before opening back up to patients.
I wish she would have been armed. But see, you know, most jobs, man, 99.9% of jobs, they have an anti-gun policy. You cannot carry or take your gun to work. But I'm like this, man. My life is more important than a damn job. And if you know you got people that's beefing with you or mad at you, mad enough to do some shit like this, you need to be armed. Now, how this idiot was able to get a gun inside of the hospital, I don't know, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Back in the 80s, I remember when hospitals didn't even have security. They might have had security, but they wasn't armed security. Until Maserati Rick. Look it up, y'all. It was a drug dealer back in the 80s named Maserati Rick. I think a couple of my brothers met him before. He was a drug dealer, big time drug dealer. He drove around in a Maserati. That's why they called him Maserati Rick. They tried to assassinate him. A rival drug dealer put a hit on him, and they shot him up, but he lived, right? They went right to Sinai Hospital. That's Henry Ford. They took him to Sinai Hospital, and the hitman went up in there, put a pillow over his face, and finished the job. When that went down, Detroit hospitals changed their security procedures. They had armed security, metal detectors. So how did he get in there? And you know, I don't know. Some hospitals, I guess, they got lax security. I don't know.
Visitors. Streets were closed as the manhunt continued for the suspect throughout the afternoon, but staff inside the building say there was a lot of fear and confusion.
They were walking with their guns, like their hands on it, looking for this person. And we didn't know if he was still hiding, so we didn't know anything.
The disbelief still there too, knowing a life was taken far too soon in such a violent way.
She never did nothing to nobody. She was a nice, goodness person.
She was magnificent. She was more than a friend. She was a mother. She was a wife. She did her job.
These employees now just hoping to heal and recover from such a terrifying day at work.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Well, you know what? You gotta believe it nowadays. These savages
and the employees that are still trickling out of the hospital say
out cold. You hear me?
Their loved ones just a bit tighter tonight. On the city's west side, I'm Renal Sinida, 7 News Detroit.
Well, you know what?
To all those.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this right now. When Maserati Rick got killed at Sinai Hospital back in the 80s, that's when they started getting armed security guards. Actually, they're a little bit higher up than regular security guards. They're like police security, right? They killed Maserati Rick, two bullets to the head. They put a pillow over his head and unalived that man. They finished the job. And I don't know how he got in with a gun, managed to get in, but this idiot is still on the run. He hasn't been apprehended yet. Anybody in the metropolitan Detroit area, if y'all see this fool, please call 911. Don't try to attempt to confront him or detain him. He's dangerous. And there's so many other savages that's out here walking around like that. Even though this was personal. He wanted his ex-wife dead. I don't know the details, but whatever she did or whatever that happened, it didn't warrant you taking her life and you giving your life. You hear me? So listen, y'all. Be on the lookout, stay safe, and I love y'all. All right? And I hope they catch that bastard that did this. Women, get armed. This is not a joke. Your life is not a joke. Take it serious, especially if you're dealing with a crazy motherfucker. Get the restraining order, but also get a gun. You hear me? That's the only thing at the end of the day. Didn't no police save her. None of her co-workers saved her. But you know what could have saved her? If she would have been armed. If she would have had a gun. If she could have shot back. I'm tired of this shit. Everybody screaming and running around like a chicken with his fucking head cut off. Don't be a fucking victim. Don't be that chicken with his head cut off. Be that person armed and ready to fight back. Love y'all, Gun Freak Nation.